Does this sound familiar? You set a goal to start going to the gym or diet to start losing weight, and you get after it for a few weeks, going to the gym, hitting your workouts, starting to eat healthier, but you don't really see much visible change. And then life inevitably gets busy, and before you know it, you've missed a few workouts and meals have slid back a little bit, and you actually end up forgetting about the whole thing until the weather gets warmer or until next year when New Year's rolls around, except this time your goal weight is that much further away because you're starting heavier and you're older, which means it doesn't get any easier and the cycle just seems to continue. It's annoying, it's frustrating, and it sucks being on this weight loss roller coaster and constantly yo-yoing with your diets and your body weight. But I'm here to have a real conversation with you so you can have a real conversation with yourself and start to see the results that you're after. So here is a strategy that intelligent guys will use to get in shape in the new year. It's called the awareness advantage. When you become aware of the progress that you're making and the results that you're driving, you become increasingly motivated, which helps you in turn stick with the plan and drive further results. The key here is not letting your efforts go to waste by failing to acknowledge them. Here's a quote that I love from a book called The Gap and the Gain. If you measure your current self against your previous self and notice the gains you've made between yesterday and today, you'll experience happiness, satisfaction, and confidence. Benjamin Hardy. Now, that book's all about finance and business success, but I think the same thing applies when it comes to fitness as well. That's why getting in shape is hard in the first place, is because the results are not instantaneous. It's tough to really see exactly how much progress you're making on any given day. It's delayed gratification. That's why getting a six-pack is so desirable. It's hard to do. It's hard to attain because you have to delay the gratification. And really anything worth having in life is a lot of the times about delayed gratification, whether it's in health, in wealth, or in relationships. We're talking about things like not stuffing your face with pizza pockets today so you can lose, body fat and get down to a healthy weight. We're talking about not overly spending so that you can have a healthy investment portfolio. We're talking about not going out and having random one-night stands and, being kind to your partner so that you can have a healthy long-term relationship. So you need to have this longer-term vision, but you also need to be able to see some tangible progress along the way to keep you on the right track. Like if you were to go home from your workout and look in the mirror after you get out of the shower and like pinch some belly fat and be like, you know what? I'm not really making the progress that I want. That's demoralizing. But the issue isn't that you weren't making any progress. It's just that you're looking in the wrong place and you lack awareness of what you need to be looking for. Nothing goes away until it teaches us the lessons we need to learn. So I want you to imagine a magical changing room. You step into this changing room and all of a sudden the room just takes your previous week of nutrition and training efforts and it multiplies it forward into 12 weeks. And it shows you exactly in the mirror what you're gonna look like, and it lets you feel what you're gonna feel like if you were to continue doing what you've been doing for the next 12 weeks. So it just multiplies all your efforts ahead 3 months. Nothing would be more motivating than that. That would be so much firepower for you to continue doing exactly what you're doing because you would know how awesome you'd look and feel after another 11 weeks of it. Now, we don't have this magical changing room, obviously, but we have something close. Success leaves clues. Your workouts. When you start working out in the gym, you're leaving clues. When you start eating better, you're leaving clues. Your sets, your reps, your workout performance, your steps, your sleep, those are all clues. Your body weight progress, your calorie intake, your measurements, progress pictures, those are all leaving clues that it would pay to pick up on. If you pick up on those clues early and often, it can help you know whether or not you're moving in the right direction. And it can give you clarity on what's working or what's not working. It can help you understand that, hey, I'm actually crushing it right now, or I'm wasting time, money, effort, brain power just working on this. Here's the crazy thing about not tracking any progress is you just don't know what's going on. You're completely blind with your faith. You don't know if you're getting stronger. You don't know if you're losing weight. You don't know if what you're doing is working. You could be making awesome progress and you just don't know about it, even though that is a huge motivator for you. I started tracking everything that I'm doing with my workouts and my nutrition publicly and just posting it on a blog for this fat loss diet. I posted it all on marastrengths.com and you can check that out there. But the way I see it, tracking progress is like a turbocharger in an engine. Engines, as you know, emit exhaust gases, and that exhaust gas is recaptured by a turbocharger, and the turbocharger turns a turbine which compresses some air, and it forces that air into the combustion chambers of the engine. Forcing more fresh air into those combustion chambers means more powerful explosions, more forceful combustions, and that in turn releases potent exhaust gases, and that exhaust is recaptured, which forces the turbine to spin faster and drive more fresh air into the turbocharger, and it creates this cycle where power is produced more quickly. Your results from your workouts are the byproducts of your fitness efforts. They're essentially the exhaust. They're just there ready to be recaptured. Tracking your progress will allow you to capture that exhaust and use it to drive your motivation to get future results. The awareness that you gain by witnessing your progress allows you to push harder and more consistently, which drives further results, which can be witnessed. And here's where it's going to blow your fucking mind, is it's not just your results that you can witness either. If you can surround yourself in your gym or in your digital reality with people who are also getting results, that will accelerate your progress too. That's why I created 50 for 50, which is a group coaching program for guys who want to lose 50 pounds. They all check in together in our private group, and they see each other losing weight and, you know, cheering each other on and stuff like that. And when they check in and see other people crushing it, that's super motivating. And you don't want to let other people down as well. So you check in and you do the work the same. It's like if you were to skip the gym on your own versus if you tell your buddy, hey, I'll be there Friday at 6 a.m., man, you're not going to stand that guy up unless you want to lose a friend in the process. We're closing intake on that program on January 15th. So make sure to check out marastrength.com if you want more details on that program. But check this out. Your progress is exhaust. It's just sitting there. It's just doing nothing. And it goes away and is lost if you don't capture it. When you don't step on the scale in the morning, your body weight for that day is no longer viable. It's not something you can access. And you just stay spinning your wheels, wondering why nothing ever works and wondering why you're not making the progress that you want. But remember, if you can't measure it, you can't improve it. Maybe I get it. You're not concerned with your scale weight or how much you can dumbbell bench press. And I totally hear you. But what you're after there is what's called a lead variable. If you want to look better in the mirror, that is a lead variable, which means it's accumulation of a bunch of other little contributing factors that ultimately lead up to this big outcome. It's like, hey, if I want to be a famous chef, let's say I want to be this world-renowned French chef, I can't just put a white hat on and a white coat and be like, I'm a famous chef now. No, you need to like learn how to make a fucking omelet. You need to learn how to cut some onions. You need to work in some restaurants. You need to smoke cigarettes. You need to like get addicted to drugs or something, have like a dark period, and then you get, you know, some renown along the way. So you need to find those little stepping stones, those little lily pads along the way before you get this big outcome. And dude, like, let's say you want to lose a bunch of weight, you want to lose a bunch of fat, you want to build some muscle. It might take you weeks, I mean literally weeks, to see visible, significant changes in the mirror with your body composition. You want to shrink your man boobs, you want to shrink your lower back fat, your belly fat. You might not see those changes in the mirror for literally weeks, but you will see your body weight move on the scale within the next 7 days. Don't you want to know about that? Don't you want to know that it's working? You might not see your pecs getting more jacked and your triceps getting bigger and, you know, gnarlier, but you can know that your push-ups went from 5 to 7 to 10 to 11 to 25 and so on. And really just being able to witness that progress is going to help keep you on the right track and let you know that what you're doing is in fact moving or working. Seriously, if you have no idea why your body weight is going up and down and you don't know what's going on with it, you don't know why you're gaining weight or whatever is going on, honestly, the biggest antidote that I can give you is just to step on the scale for 10 days, every single morning, first thing in the morning, right after using the bathroom, and write it down and track it along with what you're eating. At the end of 10 or 15 days, you will literally have no mysteries in your mind about why your body weight is doing what it is doing. It's just like when I was dead broke. When I first started my business, I had no money, and I would literally log my bank account, my bank balance in a spreadsheet every single morning. I would pull up my bank account, I'd look at, you know, literally every dollar that I had, and I would put it in a spreadsheet and I would track it. Is it overkill? Yeah, maybe, but it was a triple dose of reality that I needed every single morning. It was awareness, and that awareness slowly shaped my reality, my understanding of reality over time, which pushed my behaviors in the right direction. If I saw that my bank account wasn't moving, well, damn, you know that I needed to do something. And if it was dipping down, I'd be like, damn, I got to cut back on spending. And that's what I call a season of violence, which is just you have to lean into something sometimes harder than you want to. You have to take drastic, consistent action towards what you want to accomplish in a way that just makes it unreasonable that you don't succeed. I highly recommend you try this if you feel stuck in any area of your life. So here is how you start tracking your progress and put a turbocharger on your fitness results. Number one, you start tracking. Track it all. Your body weight, your steps, your sleep if you want to, your workout performance. Write it all down. Anything that you care about, you should be tracking. You can use my free body weight and calorie tracker if you want. I'll put a link somewhere around this video for that. But make sure you start tracking. And number two is to review your progress. Each Friday when I send out strength letters, the newsletter and the videos that these are based on, you can check in every Friday morning, sit down, look at your steps, look at your body weight data, look at your calories, look at your workout performance, see how things are moving. Are they moving in the right direction? Are they not moving at all? Did you forget to log 5 of the 7 days last week? If you're smart about it, all of those potential scenarios give you tons of valuable data that you can use to coach yourself and move yourself in the right direction. And thirdly is to make it a game. Fitness is a game. It's one big experiment. It's a really fun choose your own adventure where you can decide, hey, I want to try this thing and I want to go do this. Log what happens. Just make yourself the experiment. Make it a game. If you want to get leaner and look like Captain America, make it a game. See how the process goes. Trying to take your bench press from 50 pounds to 250 pounds. Nothing in this world would transform your chest like that. Or see, what happens if you take yourself from 275 pounds to 225 pounds. Track the progress. Take pictures. See how things go. And I guarantee you'll get more out of it if you kind of gamify it and make it more interesting for yourself that way. Getting in shape is just one big self-experiment and one big game. And the sooner you start playing, the better. And hey, if you like this video, leave a thumbs up letting me know that you liked it. There's plenty more good stuff like this coming your way. Thank you so much for watching. And as always, I'll see you in the next one.